Hey, good afternoon, guys. Gabe Roberts from Back to Nature Lifestyle Medicine, health coach, health entrepreneur, board recognized diplomat in nutrition, and truth teller. And today I got my lovely assistant Aria here, who's my CEO. Hopefully she gives me some good remarks after doing this video. But after the current recognition in a complete disconnect between what people are told and what the medical literature states, I felt it was necessary to do this quick video. Now understand, I could go into great depths about these topics and probably talk for a day. I could probably talk for 2 days straight on just fat alone. So this is very, very minimal about the enormous amount of information you're missing, okay? But I just want to give you a very staggering examination of the literature and the disconnects between what people are told, okay? Your brain can't get enough fat. Your body can't get enough fat. Do you realize your brain, okay? Your brain is 60% fat. Your brain is half fat, half cholesterol, okay? And for children, it's very important to make sure you feed them a high protein, high fat diet because they're growing. We have mothers come in here sometimes over the years, and I've asked a mom, would your kid eat butter? And she goes, oh, they'd eat a stick of butter if I let them, but I don't let them. And I have to tell them, well, your kid's trying to tell you something. His brain is starving. We know of autistic children that would eat an entire tub of coconut oil because their brain is starving for fat, okay? Fat is so important. Fat maintains the integrity of your entire nervous system. Your brain's communication center with the rest of your body. All your nerve impulses are coated in what's called myelin sheaths, and they are made of fat. So in order for that conduction to occur within your nervous system, you have to have adequate fat. Fat is needed by all the cells of your body, nerve cells, brain cells, and even heart cells to survive. Your liver and your heart have to run on fat as the fuel source. Your body needs fat in order to properly absorb and use crucial vitamins, including A, F, E, D, and K, and beta carotene. And by the way, if you have your gallbladder removed, you won't absorb any of these, and that's why you'll notice if your gallbladder is removed, you'll notice your stool is going to float. And guess what happens? Your brain starves, you'll get depressed, you'll start to gain weight, and your skin will become very dry. And that's just one small indicator of what's going on with your brain as well. You are starving your brain when you don't have a gallbladder, okay? So just a few of the important topics of how important fatty acids are, and I'll probably do a video in the future. I've done a lecture on this before. Feel free to scroll past some of the videos and you will see I've done an enormous amount of talking about the importance of fatty acids for our body in great details. Okay, but now this is what the literature states, and I think this is very important. Just the other day in my building, I was getting the mail, and I was talking to a guy next to me, and I kind of told him, we were discussing small talk about what the day-to-day activities are going on. And I brought up the fact that I was researching and looking through some literature on statins, and he proudly tells me, I'm taking statins. And I'm like, yeah, I know, because every time you get into your vehicle, I make sure my child is not sitting around or standing nearby, because the chances are you're drinking toxic coffee, chances are your brain is starving, and you'll just drive a car and run someone over and not even be aware of it. Have you noticed people are kind of slipping? Watch people drive and you can really see some of the astonishing effects that are going on with our brains being starved. And the nutritional deficiencies of the omega-3s are just starting to come out, and they're absolutely devastating. We are absolutely deficient in the right fatty acids. So now let's take a surprising and very staggering look at what the journals say. Statin therapy was associated with an increased risk of cancer as age increases. Canadian Medical Association, that's a published journal. Statin drugs increase the risk of diabetes. Do you know the federal government has been fighting to tell you that your statin drugs cause diabetes and cause dementia? It's all there. Your doctors didn't get that memo. Statins increase the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. I don't know how many diabetics we've had come in here, and all of them are on statin drugs. Every one of them, every time. They get off the statin drugs and their blood sugar stabilizes a little better. Statin therapy decreases heart function. Statin therapy decreases heart function. You know how many people have told me over the last few years, well, my doctor says I have a weak heart, so I need to take statins to make my heart better. I need to take statins to make my heart better. This is out of a clinical cardiology journal. These are all published, peer-reviewed journals. So you need to maintain a good amount of fat. Eat butter, okay? Eat sardines, good source of omega-3s. Those are very, very important for all the functions of our body, especially our brain, our cells, our liver, our heart. So I hope this helps just a little bit, okay? It's very, very disturbing to see people coming in and completely unaware of the devastating effects of these drugs. And it's right there in the literature. If you know, some of this literature's a little bit older, but it's all right there. And I haven't even scratched the surface on this. But to get back to your vibrant state of health, to get back to your the best version of yourself, you have to get back to your roots, back to nature. You have to truly love yourself. Thanks for listening.